You remember the first time you started playing DTI and saw a Glamour Elite? Or maybe you remember finally reaching Fashion Maven when your title became that bright red nameplate? Because let's be real, we all dream of becoming a fashion goddess. But is ranking up really all sunshine and rainbows? This week, we're diving into the pros and cons of DTI's ranking system. We'll look at how ranks have shaped the game and how they've affected the community and answer the age-old question, does rank actually mean anything? We'll also be joined by special guest Supernova Jaye, who'll share her experience climbing through the ranks and what that journey was really like for her. Let's dive into it. Okay, first things first, let's review the ranks. We've got new model, aspiring model, fashionista, glamourista, fashion maven, runway queen, trendsetter, runway diva, top model, glamour elite, fashion mogul, supernova, and finally, the fashion goddess. Now, you're a DTI player. You already know how this works. The more matches you play, the more stars you earn, and the more stars you earn, the higher your rank becomes. But that raises an interesting question. Does having a high rank actually mean you're good at the game? Or does it just mean you've played a lot? Because you do have to play a lot to reach Fashion Goddess. You can earn anywhere from around 10 to 65 stars per match, but realistically, most players on average are probably going to receive somewhere around 20 stars around, more or less. So when you do the math, reaching Fashion Goddess takes roughly 7,500 matches. What? Or about 1,125 hours of gameplay. And so let me put that into perspective. That means you need to play DTI for roughly 47 days straight without stopping to become a fashion goddess. That's a lot. And this is where the controversy around farming comes in. Because ranking up takes so long, many players join farming servers, which are special servers where everyone agrees to vote every outfit 5 stars regardless of its quality. The idea being, if everyone earns more stars, everyone ranks up faster. Some players don't mind this, but others absolutely hate it and they consider it a form of cheating. In fact,
"Did you farm for your rank?"
has become one of the most common insults in the DTI community. If someone thinks your outfit is ugly or you're underdressed for your rank, that's often the first accusation they'll throw at you. And if you talk to any high-ranked player, you'll notice a surprising trend. Many of them, myself included, actually hide their rank during matches. Why? Well, one, because once you reach the upper ranks, people expect perfection. Players assume that every outfit should be stunning and detailed, and suddenly there's very little room to experiment or make a simple look without somebody criticizing you in the chat. So to dive into these ideas a little deeper and to get some perspective, I sat down with community member Jaylee, who had a particularly interesting journey earning her rank. Jaylee is what I like to call a private server warrior. She regularly hosted custom matches with specific challenges that anyone could join and play. But unfortunately, she had to step away from DTI because of bullying. But she recently returned to the game. I asked her what it was like earning a high rank primarily in private servers rather than public lobbies. And I asked her if she felt her own Supernova rank or anyone else's is a reflection of your own skill.
Hey, Jaylee here.
Oh, also, just want to say, Jaylee currently runs a faceless DTI account, so for this interview, she asked me to blur her face, and of course, we respect that. We respect her privacy, so that's why she'll be looking a little blurry to you. But she's still here. You can still hear her voice. Let's get to it. Start, with the really, obvious question that I think everybody as a DTI player thinks about. Do you believe that rank is truly a reflection of skill when it comes to Dress to Impress?
Not even a little bit.
I like that confidence. Why is that?
Well, farming is so prevalent within the community, and even, people that are very well known and popular have admitted to doing so, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with farming, but I'll tell you, 95% of the people who are their ranks, who are very high up there, they farm.
No, that's totally fair. Yeah. How do you feel about, you said you're okay with farming. How do you feel about it? Because, if you don't want to admit whether you farm or not, I get it, because it's very divisive within the community.
Oh, no, I admit it. So there's different types of farming, and I can delve into the types of farming that I like to do. Actually, the reason why I am a supernova is due to farming. So I became a supernova last year, back when I was playing DTI a lot. I actually had a private server where I did item challenges. I don't know who created it. I don't know if I was one of the first ones to do item challenges way back in 2024. I would pick 3 random non-VIP items, non-dressing booth items, and we all had to make an outfit using the 3 items that I picked. So I love to do that all the time. I would actually share my server link constantly. And every day, like, we would just be like, item challenge, item challenge. I had people who hosted my server when I wasn't there. I had people who loved my server and would always be like, hey, where's your server? Like, are we doing item challenge today? And because of that, like, I became obsessed. I became addicted, and I would do it every day for hours and hours and hours. And you know, I'm a neurodivergent queen, so I would go hours without sleeping, without drinking, eating, which is not healthy. Don't do that, anybody. But that's how obsessive I was. And that's why it was so easy to gain in the ranks. People were having so much fun in my server that no one was even talking about rank. I actually think I got there pretty naturally. Like, my goal, and back then, ranking up had no reward. There was no, like, Supernova crown. Like, people just did it just to do it. So I swear, like, I did not care about rank at all. It just happened due to my obsession and my hyperfixation at the time, you know? So yeah, that was never a theme, and that was never important, you know? But then I would go into the public game and play, like, live rounds in the game itself. And, you know, sometimes if you're having an off day, you're like half paying attention. They'll be like, this girl's a top model. Well, how did she get that rank? Like, she's not even good. Like, you know, and you do get those comments. So for a while, if I was playing publicly, I would hide my tag, which, like, these children bullied a grown woman to hiding her tag. Can you believe it?
Yeah. Yeah, well, as I was going to ask you, I was like, do you like that you can hide your rank? Because, you know, some people are like, oh, you shouldn't be able to hide who you are, what rank you are, whatever. But, like, to me, the instant I got to, like, Glamorly, I'm a fashion mogul now. It's like, I noticed that people will vote me. Like, if I'm in a regular server, people will just vote me even if I'm, like, naked. Because I'm, like, a fashion. And I'm like, guys, stop. Vote for the players who are actually trying. But if you're in, like, a pro or a master server, it's like, oh, no. If you're a super high rank, like, unless you're, like, dressed in, like, 1,000 things and, like, you know, the gray skin and all the tropes, it's like you get voted 1 star. It's like it changed. The game changed for me, at least, you know?
It did.
So that's why I was curious how you feel about the hiding the rank. I guess you like it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think it's a must, because I actually notice that if you don't have the same style that all the kiddos have, regardless of your outfit being good and on theme, they think you're bad. So if they see your rank and they don't like your style, they just think you're bad at the game. And they don't put into consideration the fact that people have different fashion styles.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree. I was going to ask, because you are a supernova, do you feel that people treated you differently in public servers as, like, a top model, glamour elite, fashion mogul, or is it just like top model and above is all the same? Like, do you think each of them get treated differently, or, you know?
I think that obviously the highest one is which one? Fashion mogul? I think that
Fashion
one
goddess.
gets treated the most like...
Yeah.
Oh, goddess. Okay. Fashion goddess is definitely treated differently. But quite honestly, I only notice people talking about my rank when I'm on free play in public. Like, if I'm not in my private server and I'm in a public free play server, then, you know, newbies or kiddos or whoever will come up to me and be like, oh my God, you're a supernova. That's so cool. So you have the crown. And, you know, they get excited and they talk to you about your rank and stuff like that. And that's literally the only positive interactions that I have with being a supernova in a free play server with new kiddos who are impressed.
It's true.
During real rounds, no, not during real rounds. If anything, it's a detriment. It's a detriment to how they're going to vote you.
I agree. Yeah. I mean, do you have any thoughts about maybe how DTI could improve the rank, right? Because there's 2 things. Like you said, obviously people can farm. So that really has nothing to do with learning or practicing. But also, too, even if you did play every single round, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get better. You know, there's this sort of assumption behind rank that like the more time you spend, the better you'll get, which like is generally true, but not always. So maybe there's a way that DTI could kind of separate time spent playing and actual skill. I don't really know how they do that, but I'm just curious about your thoughts on it.
Yeah, but the fact that ranks exist, it's really about time. It is. Time actually is, you're rewarded for your time, which I think is a good thing, regardless of your skill level, being rewarded for your time. Because at the end of the day, there really is no way to differentiate who has a good outfit or not. I mean, people are going to vote however they want. People aren't going to only vote for their friends. People are going to vote everyone 1 star. And when a game is based on voting, there is no real way to figure out your skill level, because it's opinion based. It's an opinion based game. So besides just rewarding people for their time, there's nothing they can really do.
I think that's very based. I agree with you. How do you like that they recently made a change to the master servers where they're actually pairing people with similar stars? Do you like that? Have you played in the master servers?
Probably. I have.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
No,
that is
a lag.
Probably the best way for them to find a way for the voting to be better. Because regardless of server type, the voting is just not good. Like if you're not in a private server, if you're not in a themed private server, the voting it's not going to be fun. So I think matching ranks is probably the closest we're going to get to fair voting in the game. So I think it's a really good idea. And again, it's a good idea to a certain extent, but time spent playing the game equals rank, not skill equals rank. So
yes. Yeah. Very, very true. Do you think that they should add more ranks?
Ugh, man. I mean, I guess so, but man, I just think that there's already so much FOMO in the game. And if they are going to reward every single rank, then if there's more than like 200,000 stars, like that is so OD. People have lives. Like, unless I leave my laptop on and I'm like in a farming server for like a month, there's no way I could ever get there. I don't like that. Let's stop where we're at. We're fine. We're fine, people.
I mean, I don't think they have any plans to go above, but I have seen in the community people are like, we need more ranks. Like, I'm like,
I like being a supernova. It is the most different colored name tag.
Agreed.
It's the most prettiest name tag. I want to stay a supernova. It is the prettiest name tag. I don't care to be a fashion goddess. I like the way supernova looks. If they made fashion goddess look the way the supernova looks with that different color, the glowing name, that tag is so pretty to me. Like, I want to stay a supernova. I don't want to get more stars because it'll change the way it looks.
Vote me 1. I don't want any more. Well, I guess then in general closing, do you have any like thoughts for the community or hopes for how people would, I don't know, perceive rank differently or think about it differently?
I just think rank in general can be toxic. So I just want people to know, like, again, let's reiterate, rank does not equal skill. It just equals time. So if you're proud of the amount of time that you have put in the game, then be proud of your rank. It does not mean you have skill. Period.
Yes.
At the end of the day, I'ma just do me, and I'ma be happy that somehow I got to supernova without even knowing it, and just live happily in this ranking. I'm very happy staying right here.
I mean, I think that's good advice for everybody. Just do you. You know, it's everyone is going to have an opinion about especially once you go to social media. It's different than when you're just playing rounds. It's going to be brutal, but I think that is just do you. That's solid life advice, I think. So where can everybody find you? Plugs, TikToks, how do you spell your name, all that stuff?
Well, I am maybe Jaylee 1 on YouTube and on Roblox, and my TikTok is Jaylee Plays.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Good luck with this video. It's going to be great. I know.
I agree. All right. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Take care.
After speaking with Jaylee, it made me realize that most of the community already understands rank is more of a reflection of time played than actual skill. So if we know that, why do we still expect every supernova or fashion goddess to serve show-stopping looks every single round? Honestly, I catch myself doing it too. Whenever I see a fashion goddess post a fit, for example, my first instinct is to zoom in and see if it's absolutely incredible. But then I think about my own playstyle, and half the time I prefer making minimalist, simple outfits, and sometimes I don't even like doing layering. I think Jaylee really hit the nail on the head. Judging outfits is fine. That's literally the entire point of Dress to Impress. But when we start expecting people to fit into our personal definition of what a high-ranked player should look like, that's when things start to get toxic. And don't get me wrong, being a petty diva about nails and hair combos absolutely gives me life sometimes. That's part of the fun. But there's a big difference between debating fashion choices and then just attacking someone's personal playstyle. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox now. What do y'all think? Has the ranking system been a positive or negative experience for you? And if there's any fashion goddesses watching, I'd especially love to hear your perspective. Do you feel like that title comes with extra pressure from other players when you're actually playing in-game? And a huge thank you to Jaylee for joining me for this discussion. As I mentioned earlier, she's recently returned to the community after dealing with some unfortunate bullying. So be sure to show her some love and remind her that the DTI community isn't as toxic as everyone says it is. Anyway, thanks for watching, friend, and I'll see you out on the runway.